Well, if there's one thing we do at Nickel City X-Wing, it's always pick the matches that are the same factions fighting each other. Can't not do it. We got Resistance versus Resistance. It's Patrick versus Tristan. A-Wings versus the Axe. Let's settle the age-old argument. What ship is better? We're just waiting for Carl to say round start. Let me open up the betting. Our guest commentator this round is Sam from the Candid Clarinetist. What's up, man?
What's going on, Greg? Thanks for having me on the cast today. Got a little store champ action. Love it. Using kits that are almost a year old now. It's really it's good times.
Yeah, hey, they're like rare kits now. Like, when are you ever going to get this out?
You got the vintage, 20 years from now, they're going to be like graded by Beckett, coming in the little plastic sleeves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's vintage FFG.
Yeah, for sure. So looks like we got some bets trickling in. I think the only bet is all against Colfax. I think that's the standard bet.
All right, you guys can start. Looks like we are ready to go. Yeah, we're 3 for 3 with mirror factions. I wasn't provided the lists ahead of time, so I was kind of just like guessing, and that's what happens, but it doesn't matter. We got good games. Who cares? 1 hearts for all these A-Wings. S-foils all closed for the X-Wing side. Two straight. And we'll bank with Temin. 3 straight. That is new Temin. The goal is to keep goal is to keep S foils closed, be able to barrel roll, and then have Temin open them up. Although it might not work well against A-Wings. We're back to dials, and as we go back to dials, let's go over the list. Sam, do you want to go down Patrick's list, the A-Wings on the left?
Yeah, so Patrick has 5 A-Wings. We got Merrill, Cobbin, Cobbin. I don't know how to pronounce it, but we got Merrill in the A-Wing with Snapshot and automatic targeting priority. And then we got 4 Blue Squad recruits, all with Snapshot and automatic targeting priority. That's going to be super scary for these X-Wings, because either he's going to be banking calculates for the engagement or doing a lot of damage with those snapshots.
Yeah, the snapshots give you, it's like having 10 ships, kinda. You can't modify them, but with 2 dice,
yeah, and
they can do
especially
damage.
going into the 2 defense dice of the X-Wings.
Exactly. And then with Tristan, we've got Temin Wexley. That's the new Heroes Temin Wexley, and let's just go over that card real fast because maybe we haven't seen much of it. What is Temin? Temin is red. Nope, Temin is not red. Temin is brown. I gotta fix that. At the start of the engagement phase, each friendly T-70 X-Wing. Okay, well, it's gonna do that to me then. Start of the engagement phase, each friendly T-70 X-Wing at range 0 to 3 may gain 1 strain token to flip its equipped S-foil upgrade. If it does, that ship gains 1 calculate token. So not bad there. And then we've got 3 Black Squadron Aces with Heroic, Jamming Beam, which will not be fired this game, I can almost guarantee it, and S foils.
Again.
So who do you think has the advantage here, Sam? Almost good to go here. Sam sent me a message saying he'd BRB, and I didn't see it in time, so I queued him in like a moron.
Oh, sorry, I'm back.
It's all good. I totally didn't see your message until just now, so I was like, "Who do you think has the advantage here, Sam?" And like, obviously, no one answered.
Actually, I was here the whole time. I just wanted to make you look like an idiot. So it's interesting because I really like these A-wings in this matchup just because of the snapshots and those 2 agility against the X-wings. And I just think he's gonna have a hard time punching through damage with the X-wing player is gonna have a hard time punching through damage with all those defense dice, and just constant mods with those. They're always basically gonna be guaranteed a focus token, and so you have to find a way to focus fire while not losing your X-wings. So I think the A-wings have a pretty clear advantage in this matchup.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to how many of the A-wings can stay on the same consistent target. Because if you're plinking 1 or 2 off a round of each X-wing, you're just gonna eventually your green dice are gonna fail. Like,
yeah, I guess he doesn't have heroic on the A-wings, which is interesting, right? Because we're used to seeing heroic, and heroic, it can be debated the value of it, but it really is a great insurance policy, especially with these A-wings, because how do 3 agility ships die? They blank out, right? Like Vader blanks out. That's how he dies. And so not having that insurance policy could, we'll see how it holds up. But it actually looks like this turn.
like this could be a snapshot for Merle, but he's gonna decline it and hope that Temin or Green run faster.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, if the Green and Temin go like 1 bank or 1 straight, then advantage X-wings this turn because they want that range 3 engagement. And then the following turn, they're gonna dodge most of the snapshots.
Right. And this turn is like free target locks for red and yellow, pretty much.
Yep, they're safe. Those guys, the bacon right there.
And it looks like if he does go on green, that will be unobstructed, which still 4 dice, but saves a die. Colfax says heroic bad expected hits. We know the value, and the value isn't great. Heroic is not a great card when you math it out, but it feels good, and that's what's important.
It does feel good.
Are we going to get some snapshots here? We are. 2 dice here, 2 on 2, no mods for anybody. Snapshot from green. The roll. For 1 hit. And 1 evade. No damage. Automated target priority will get a calculate on the green. Snap 2 forward. And green's gonna take a lock. That surprises me there. And so all the X-wings go for a lock, saying, "Hey, we can tank 1 round of shots here."
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to use Snap's ability too, because I worry about those strain tokens with these X-wings. They're already pretty fragile. But he's got heroic, right? So everything's okay. Everything's fine.
And he is gonna snap. He's snapping it all. Takes strain for literally everybody. Strain and a calculate. Oh, I get it. So he does get the mod too. So that's pretty nice.
So I don't want to look past this turn because it's very important, obviously, but I really like blue and yellow. I like their positioning right now because they're in prime snapshot position.
Yeah, they're in
And
great.
then yeah, and then the other ones can kind of just block anything they need to block. So this turn might be advantage X-wings, but I think the next couple turns probably I would say advantage A-wings.
So this is going to be red, unobstructed, kind of half double modified, 1.5 modified. Ooh, do you spend target lock here? On 1 or 2?
I always spend it on both.
So he is going to spend the lock. And he's going to spend it on both. And hey, it pays off. Hey, crit coming in. A-wing will roll. And green will take 1.
So this engagement was set up really well by the X-wing player. Tristan, I guess I can call him by his name.
This is interesting. So this should be an obstructed shot from yellow. No, range 2 unobstructed. Range 2 unobstructed. And target lock on both again, you would think. And it again pays off. 3 hits. Oh, Natty evades. Oh my.
Don't need it. Don't want it. Don't need it.
Someone flashed the Hexiled Natty can. That's right. We use other people's emotes here. Same target, range 3, same result. We've had the average roll 3 times. And the lock does not pay off this time. Only 1.
Unfortunately, you can't heroic the dice you reroll.
Oh, and you can't heroic that either. That's half points. My.
Green convinced the job here. We got a little green on green violence.
2 hits. Gonna spend the lock. And that could be 3.
Yeah, you spend 100%.
Needs to see 2 squiggles. Only sees 1, and that is an ace on the green A-wing. So the alpha strike with the I-4 is coming through.
Yeah, and I think again we need to not overstate that engagement was done very, very well. He got really the proper angle. He got all 4 shots on the same target, double modified. And even then, but you see the power of the A-wings, right? Because barely killed that ship.
Barrel does have green range 3. This is a 2-on-3 shot. For hit crit. Or 2-on-2 rather, because of the strain. 1 evade. Green takes a shield. These T-70s are so good with 3 shields too.
Yeah, T-70s are they're more sturdy than you would think.
One evaded, and that will get a calculated on the automated target priority. H3 again on green. That's... And we'll spend for one. Doesn't have optics on this, so no converting there. Green tanks that. And that looks like that's the round. We do have a scoring update, Gerd.
The score now is Tristan 40, Patrick 0.
Thanks, Gerd. So where do we go from here, Sam? Because these A-Wings can't move slow. They're not slow ships.
So I think here, the goal, if you're the A-Wing player, Patrick, I think what we want to do is we want to position brown and red in some sort of a blocking position. So my hope would be that Merrill would probably try to get, maybe, I don't know if those bangs will fit. I think you just got to do like something like a 2 or 3 straight and then boost towards brown, yellow, and red. So that'll kind of cover those ships in terms of blocking. And then brown, maybe like even a 2 bank or something, just to kind of cover that. So that'll almost guarantee a block on pretty much everything. And then blue and yellow, I'm not doing anything except for a 2 straight. I'm just trying to line up as many snapshots and blocks as I can.
That's true. Also, one thing to consider is he could close his foils, take a bump, and then snap again to open foils and still get a mod.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking he might do. Kind of depends how the ships line up, but I would be... you have to be careful. You can choose which ones you do it, right? Not all of them have to do it.
Yeah,
you just gotta be careful which ones take the strain. And I guess with the automated targeting priority, like if any of them are at range 2 and not range 1, you can be pretty safe taking the strain with that, because they have to shoot obviously at the ships with closer range. But I like the A-Wings this turn. I just don't think, I guess, man, maybe green could like 4K behind everybody, but that'd be pretty close.
I'm 140. If I'm the X-Wings, I'm 140.
Yeah. I'm just continuing on the joust, hoping to maybe kill another thing.
Right.
Initiative kill something else. But then the thing is, once we get in the disengage, advantage X-Wing or A-Wings.
Yeah, once like this initial joust is over, but the A-Wings got to survive long enough to make that meaningful.
Yep.
Looks like we're ready to go. No, maybe, no. Do you think we could see blue and yellow start to disengage and just rotate back?
Yeah, that is an option as well, but
it doesn't play into the strength of the list, which is a snapshot, but
yeah, I just want to see a bunch of snapshots. So I'm just I want to see a good honorable joust and a bunch of snapshots. And also, if I don't know if this is, I think this is right, but if you can line up Merrill where somebody's in bullseye and you get a snapshot, I think you get the intimidation. Oh, it's only primary attack. Okay, never mind. The snapshot's a secondary attack.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. All right.
That's a pretty beautiful 3 bank that clears.
Oh, it did clear. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect.
So that's going to be a focus and rotate.
Yep. That'll block everybody except for green, probably. Maybe red fits, but yep. So now everybody's getting blocked. I imagine this means 2 straight from yellow and blue.
Focus. And this looks like a disengage from yellow here. With a focus rotate.
Not giving people what they want, which is snapshots.
Not giving the one person what they want. Blue. 3 hard as well.
I guess the problem with this though is blue might not have a shot. Depending, I mean, it really depends how fast. But
Yeah,
if they did the one
it's gonna
straight
be-
play, you know. Here comes
All
the
right,
foils.
all the foils. Yep. Green, 2 bank. Bump.
So I don't think blue has an angle now.
That actually clears.
Oof. Yeah, that hurts.
You barrel roll here, right? You got your foils closed for a reason. You take that barrel roll right back and stop yourself from getting an extra shot, right?
Well, Merrill's arc is pointing backwards.
Oh, you're right. But
Yeah.
he can still snapshot's only range 2.
Yep.
So he's just going to take a target lock, and that could
Yep.
be a banger.
That's a big time banger.
So, 1 forward.
Yeah, I think the disengage was probably a mistake here. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, but he lined up some great blocks, but he just can't take advantage of them.
So start of engagement, I am assuming we're going to get all these foils opening up.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to answer the door. I'll be right back. Feel free to take it.
Sounds good. Hey, while you guys are following here, if you haven't yet, follow the channel. If you enjoy X-Wing and you enjoy Greg, make sure to hit that follow button. And if you like the content, maybe consider subscribing. He does X-Wing, I think probably 2 to 3 times a week. He plays some Among Us, some Squadrons. Good guy. So consider following the channel. So it looks like we're getting, here's the calculates from everybody. So everyone's strained, everyone's calculating. And I think that Blue Squadron recruit number 3 is probably going to have a rough day. I think you start with Snap here. Or probably start with yellow, right? You start with the ships that only have 1 shot. So start with yellow.
If you haven't followed the Candy Clarinets yet, please do so. So, I like the idea of focus firing, even if you have a better shot. That's my thought, personally, is take as many shots into one target as you can, especially in games like this where attrition means so much.
Yeah. My thought for this engagement was he would start with yellow because yellow only has 1 shot. So start with the ships that only have 1 choice. So if you
Right.
happen to, kill a ship early, then you can switch targets and potentially put damage on something else. But so
Yeah,
it looks
smart.
like easily evaded here. This is where the A-wings are advantageous, right? Because I mean, yes, the greens will fail eventually, but this turn, those A-wings are only getting 3 shots into them, which is a big difference from 4.
Yellow now is going to take a range 1 shot. For 3.
Yeah, spend that focus for sure.
That is 3 eyes. That was 3 eyes. Yeah, it's 3 focuses, according to chat.
I'm still amazed that the physics engine allows it to land like that.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's like I was thinking,
Range 1 with Snap. Snap does have a target lock.
Yep.
I think you spend it on 1 here. You can guarantee yourself 3 hits. I spend it on. Just gonna spend it on both.
Same result.
Spends the calculate for 3. Here's the roll. And Merle is taken 2.
I think that was into the blue squad recruit number 3.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Yep.
So that's brown.
And green should be the last one to shoot by following this. Green It's bumping, probably going into yellow. Try to strip the focus.
Wait, hold on. Did green shoot?
Man, they almost forgot about green. It clearly ain't easy being green.
So green taking a shot on the yellow for 2. Yellow will roll. Easy evades. So brown, this is going to be a 3 versus 1 shot into a strained Temin. Or 2. Temin takes 2 shields.
Man, what are your thoughts on Temin, Greg? Because
I think new Temin is... I like old Temin because old Temin's fun. But
yeah,
new Temin, I mean, I get it.
But it's really... Yeah.
Oh, we just had a...
Go ahead, sorry.
Accidental ship deletion.
We've all been there. I just think new Temin is very risky. Turning your X-Wings into a Y-Wing is not something I want to do on a regular basis. So if you guys haven't been around for before, there's a social political movement going on, hashtag Free Hal Runner. We're trying to free Hal Runner from the grasps of FFG's point oppression and make her viable again. So hashtag Free Hal Runner is in the chat.
Patrick, you got to reassign the blue dial on the RZ. Hashtag Free Hal Runner, everybody. Hashtag Free Hal Runner. It's the greatest socio-political economic movement of our time. So now
Also,
here, Sam, is where the A-Wings, I think, really are going to be able to shine.
Yeah, and I think that turn was a perfect example, right? Like, he didn't get 3 shots onto a singular A-Wing, and he managed 2 damage, and he was probably lucky to get the 2 damage in terms of variance. So the disengage is great from Merrill and the brown, I think he's brown, the brown blue squad, and then blue and yellow are just are running away and shooting out the back, which is exactly what they want to be doing. I think, Greg, is it exclamation point merch if you want to buy a free Hal Runner shirt?
Oh yeah, we got free Hal Runner shirts. We've got Revenge of the Sus shirts. We got so many stupid shirts.
I need to get my merch store up and running.
Dude, it's so much fun. I just make shirts that I want, and then I buy it, and then no one else buys it, but who cares? I got a shirt for $9.
Exactly.
Jack Rissian, thank you so much for the follow, and I like the name.
And we reached our follower goal. Congrats, Greg.
Oh yeah, we did it.
Time to up that baby.
Yeah, that's the one thing about these goals. You can never bask too long.
Yes. I finally reached 100 followers thanks to you last night. And,
nice.
I immediately had to change it to 150.
Yeah, there you go. I've noticed that, like, not to give away too much of how the sausage is made, but if you go up by 10, people like finishing it off. So just go up by 10 like every time.
Cool. So I'm at 107. So maybe I'll do it 110 or 110 for next.
Yeah, because
next
then
time.
then someone could be like, all right, 3 gets him there. We'll do it.
Perfect. I was commenting last night on my stream that Twitch is such a weird platform because you almost can't get there naturally. You have to like work outside of the platform to get followers and subscribers
It's
and stuff.
insane how hard it is to find people on Twitch. If you don't know their exact name, like it's insane.
Yeah, like YouTube recommends videos, right? Where Twitch has no such format. So if you follow, like if we were on YouTube, which we're not because we're proud Twitch affiliates, but if we were on YouTube, there would be other, Greg's stream would be in my stream, right? They would on the right side. It would be recommended videos. Whereas Twitch has like nothing to help smaller streamers, so you have to like find people, and that's how you suck them in,
Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't understand why Twitch doesn't call Google and be like, yo, how much for your algorithm to make this like a normal thing?
Right. And like it's so weird, even if you like search for things, like unless it's like spelled correctly and you like can't find people. It's really bizarre.
The only time we get people like off the street, so to speak, finding the stream is when we're doing marbles, because people legitimately search marble games.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So this is going to be a great turn for the A-Wings. The X-Wings don't really have any good options, and they definitely don't have any good options to get a bunch of things in arc. It's closing all the foils.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. That's aggressive.
That is super great. You could end up having 3 strains here. Oh, actually, you wouldn't have to, but you want to calculate, right? So you would open your foils. And that's another strain.
He's going to take 2 shots, too. Presuming he doesn't kill something. Which unlikely, because those guys are untouched.
Maybe that's the plan. Just start alpha striking. And,
just full send. Just straight up banger right into him. And
do not worry about straight, because he's keeping that strain.
Yep.
And he's going to need to open foils.
I guess for green, it doesn't matter because of the ATP, right? Because he can only shoot, red. Whoa. All right, man. Just full send here. I like the aggression. I'm not going to lie. I like it.
That actually didn't hit the cloud. Way to go. No, it'll say in chat and I'll highlight if it went over. You're clean.
That's the classic. If you are on the table, that's 100% going over.
Yeah, let's go
cloud.
over. Strain does not concern me, Admiral. Yellow, I think, is free to take a target lock here because if he's not range 1, you're not gonna focus into a barrel roll. I'm not really sure why. Is that just to make room for snap? Yeah, that's what it is.
It looks like it. I was gonna say because at that point it's like in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Yeah, right. In for a follow, in for a sub, as I like to say.
That's right. Oh, speaking of.
Hey! Gregor Grimmore, thank you so much for the gifted subs to A-Train, Spinner, Chules, Thrawn, and the Mrs. X-Wing Debrief. My favorite of the X-Wing Debriefs, I'm not afraid to admit that. Here we go, Snappy Snap. Surprised we didn't get target locks here. That seems to have been his MO. So Red won't strain himself. The only reason you would take a strain is to get that calculate, and he will take another strain. Yeah. So Red is just gonna roll. He's a Y-wing now, with a bigger gun.
Y-wing for the rest of the game. I wonder what the thematic implications are for Snap having this ability.
I think it's they made all those overdrive and tailspin things, and they were like, oh, we need some way for X-Wings to be able to shoot again.
Gotcha.
He does not care about strain at all. Yeah, Rocker. No big moves last night. No big moves.
I mean, we all know that the easiest way to climb your way up the leaderboard is to bet against Colfax. So
So this is a 3 versus 4 shot onto the blue A-Wing. That could be hit crit if he wants it to be. He's gonna spend the calc, make it hit crit. Blue, is that a roll? 2 evades and an eye. Blue does have a focus.
I'm tempted to take the shield here.
I think you spend it because you know that yellow's taking the rest of the shots, right?
Well, the thing is, if he spends that, then he could just easily switch targets to blue, right?
I don't think maybe, yeah, I guess.
Looks like he did take the shield.
He did take the shield, and now yellow is the target for Snap. Or 2?
Yeah, it's a free spend here because he has to shoot at one of the other ones.
He doesn't spend. He actually keeps it.
I guess Merrill and I forgot about the guys on the other side.
Range 1 into yellow. That's 2 crits and an eye. Spend the calculate for hit, crit, crit into yellow. Yellow now needs to find some paint. Hey, you gotta spend this.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So yellow takes a shield. Red, same shot. Not great. Only 1.
Yeah, that one hurts.
And 2 evades. Now let's see if these A-Wings can do some damage. This is going to be into Temin. It's got to be into Temin. Or it can go into red, but red is obstructed, so why would you not go into Temin? 2-on-1 here.
I was gonna say take advantage of those strains, but it seems like he's straining every turn. So
Yeah, right. Or a crit.
this is where missing the optics is really a big deal.
And Temin, strong evade. So this is Temin obstructed range 2. For hit crit, Temin rolls. And gas cloud and a calculate on the other.
And there's the disadvantage of the ATP because that was range 2, and so he
Yep.
had to shoot at him instead of yellow.
Yep. Range 1 on green. Has to go range 1 on green. No choice here. So this is 3-on-1. Or hit crit. Really missing optics.
Mm-hmm.
And Green will take it. So that shields down on green.
Yeah, that's not nothing, that's for sure. And here comes the calculate from the ATP. And I think
Yep.
you just bang into green again.
Yeah,
Red's
yellow.
fully healthy.
Yellow 3 versus 1 on the green again. These strains actually coming into play here. And that's going to be 2 half points. And we are back to dials. We got a scoring update, Gerg.
The score now is Tristan 60, Patrick 24.
Thanks, Gerg.
So where do we think blue and yellow are going?
Honestly, like, my first thought would have been one Harding right, but with one in yellow, that swings back there. That's way too dangerous. So I'm kind of wondering. I just don't know if there's any good. Maybe like one hard lefts.
So here's my play. I think green or yellow. I like a 3 hard to the left because he's not stressed. So I like a 3 hard to the left and then focus boost because that gives you enough that it's going to be hard for him to get multiple chips on target. And then blue, I kind of like a 2 bank to the left and then focus boost back to the right, so that'll get you past these gas clouds. So he really has to go fast to get good shots on you. The other option is you could bail out to the right with blue. I just think there's no reason to put either one of them in any sort of risky position.
How fast are you trying to take red and brown around?
Well, that's the thing, is like they're kind of in a weird spot. Merrill, red. Let's see. I was gonna say 1 hard to the right, barrel rotate, but I'm worried about green turning in on me. So you need to just keep that focus. I think maybe just like bank around with Merrill and see what he does the next turn.
Yeah,
I mean, Brown's in. Go ahead. Sorry.
You can be a little cagey here because you're almost to the point where you got one of these X-Wings off the board. That'll put you in striking distance. You only got a half one other to catch up.
Yeah, it's to Patrick's advantage right now to keep distance, right? Because he has the advantage at range. Sure, his shots are less powerful, but you're going up against less green dice. The problem is with ATP, he can kind of control who takes the shots or not. So I don't think I've ever met Gerg. Where's Gerg live?
Oh, Gerg's my roommate.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He just comes in for scoring updates and occasionally to run a marble game when I'm like in the bathroom or something.
Gotcha. Good to have a trusty sidekick.
Three forward from Brown, so he's just gonna hang out for a bit.
Strange fact: 3 forward is the hardest move for me to judge in X-Wing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think that makes sense.
Just really have a hard time with it. Oh, Gerg did some marbles last night. That sounds awesome. I think I missed the Gerg marbles games. Ooh.
I think a focus boost also. I think that would fit.
I'm worried about the back end of blue. catching that cloud on the boost. I mean, there's no reason not to try it, right?
Right.
Because the stress doesn't, he's not hard turning next, or doing a 3 hard or a 1 hard next turn. Oh, got him. All right, nice. That's good. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Put some nice distance. Unlikely Yellow and Temin can catch you from that position unless they get super aggressive. So Merrill did turn in. Okay, I was wondering about that.
There's a focus.
Focus rotate, probably.
And a rotate? Yep. He said a spinny aroundy. He's going to focus and spinny aroundy.
Perfect.
So all foils closing up again because strains mean nothing when you're an X-Wing, apparently. One bank. Does he remember his snapshot trigger? We haven't seen his snapshot since the second round of the game, so does he remember that Merle can take a shot here?
It's going to be close. I wonder if that's range 2. Looks like he didn't remember it anyways.
Yeah, you can measure if you want.
Yeah. Looks like he forgot it.
He's going to go for a lock here. He's got everyone he wants.
Another aggressive lock.
That confirms it's range 2, so that is a missed trigger.
Mm-hmm. He had the strain too. That could have been a difference maker there.
Green, too hard. You got to remember this now. It's green.
No, don't forget.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Merle had a chance here to get green off the board.
Yep, that could end up being a big deal.
Yeah, if Patrick watches this game back, he's gonna be like, no, come on, me.
That to me indicates this list is probably new to him, or at least fairly new. Because I know when I fly new lists, I forget triggers like that all the time.
Deslin says GG to 35 points of snapshot just to forget.
Yeah. But in his defense, I mean, he hasn't had an opportunity since the first turn of the game. And so
really.
I imagine, it's hard to remember that. But yeah, even he could have banked a calculate, potentially had it for the shot back. So it was a big miss there for sure.
Looks like Brown took a lock on Merle.
Mm-hmm.
And Yellow will take a boost forward.
Yeah, and well, hopefully they remember the Merle trigger, because Green has Merle in the bullseye.
So Red will take a strain to flip. Yellow will take a strain to flip. That is a May trigger. After an enemy ship executes a maneuver, you may perform this attack against it as a bonus attack.
I think Merle is not a May, correct? Yeah. So if they forget Merle, we gotta remind them.
Yeah, Merle's not a May. Sorry, Colfax. You pointed up to Deslin's snapshot thing and then say, also not a May. What am I supposed to think? That's your fault. It's not me, it's you.
Exclamation point, bet all against Colfax.
And Green takes the strain.
So Green's gonna have 0 defense dice against Merle here.
Green? So 3-on-3 here. Merle is his defense dice, right? He's gonna lower it.
Yes.
And he'll spend the lock. For 3 hits. Oh,
Ooh.
no, Merle.
Man, should have invested in heroic.
Range 3 on the blue, 3 versus 4 with the target lock, but you don't need it. They hit crit coming into blue. For 2.
Yeah.
And spends a focus, takes no damage.
Now blue's got 2 more shots coming. Maybe just 1 more. I think Temin's out of range. But this is a clincher for sure.
On to blue for hit crit. Blue rolling 4. My God. And the crit is a panicked pilot.
Ouch. Yep, F's in the chat.
Why F's in the chat when we have the perfect dice?
Oh, nice. I like that.
Range 2. Please check for Merle trigger. That is a must.
Yep, so that's going to be 0 dice from green. He is at the mercy of Merle.
If he's in green's bullseye, then he reduces agility.
Got him.
It may have come up.
So, everyone pour one out for green.
Now blue and yellow will get some shots. Can go range 3 into yellow or range 3 into red.
Both fully healthy, so...
And they're each rolling 2. Yellow has to calculate, red doesn't, so I think red's a smarter shot.
Yeah, I think red, he's got 2 strains too, because yellow and blue can both shoot red, so
Yeah.
definitely the right choice here. I mean, the game's not over yet. I mean, he can still poke through damage. I mean...
It's never over when you free Howl Runner. 2 hits. And that's blank heroic, though.
Yeah, heroic.
He shouts heroic and rolls it into nothing still.
Yep.
So that's 2 shields down. Same shot here. Or 2. Oh, he does heroic again! Again, nothing!
I feel like heroic is either a straight meme or it's a complete lifesaver.
Well, it's not saving anyone's life there.
It's in meme territory, this game, for sure.
There we go. We're back to dials.
The score now is Tristan 100, Patrick 72.
Yeah, Cole Harfax, the heroic math is awful. It's not good. But it feels good, right? That's a big thing, though. It feels good. If it feels good, you know.
I think that it's a psychological advantage more than anything.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so bad when you blank out.
Yeah, and I think too, it's, there's times in a game where if you blank out, you just lose, and it provides you like assurances during those points in the game.
It's car insurance.
Yeah.
Maybe worse than car. It's like, I don't know, flood insurance when you don't live in a flood zone.
Yeah, exactly. It's like jewelry insurance. Like you're most likely never gonna lose your ring, right? But if you do, or I'll lose my ring, but my ring's like $20. But my wife is never gonna lose her diamond ring. You know what I mean?
All right. Casual brag that you just buy your wife diamond rings. I get it.
Well, it's her engagement ring. You have to.
There you go.
And as we discussed last
Crackerjack ring. If she doesn't love you with the Crackerjack ring, it's not worth it. It's not love.
As we discussed last night, I married up, so I had to do something. You know what I mean?
I mean,
all right.
Didn't you do something by creating a Twitch channel, which now you and her can both share enjoyment in?
It's true. What she always dreamed of.
I mean, she used her Amazon Prime subscription.
And she gifted 5 subs.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, she's rich, clearly.
Yeah, definitely. Man, I can't believe Brown's still over there.
And you know she's not a gold digger because she married a musician.
That's true. That's exactly right. So I think probably brown and yellow. If I were them, I just too hard to the left.
I agree. Try to catch Merle.
Yeah, and actually with red, I don't mind like a 4K. Something like a 4K.
Too hard. I focus boost here.
Yep. Oops. Focus boost, probably. Either that or focus rotate.
Yeah, I would focus rotate and just see if I can get some cloud cover. It's just going to stay there.
I don't mind that also, because you're not going to get a shot, right? And
right.
You get that, you get distance and you get the cover from the obstacle.
And blue won't get any actions for a couple turns now. Merle? God, really wish you could focus focus barrel roll, but I don't hate a barrel roll boost here.
That's what I was thinking actually. Barrel roll to the left and boost. Problem with that is if he gets one gun on you, you're toast.
True. Or, and hear me out, don't let him get a gun on you.
Here you go. So he is going for that play. Ooh. Oh, got him.
So hoping to not see any Ks or Talons here. Let's see where these X-Wings end up. Red closing S foils because... Oh, now he's opening them. Now he's debating. And he's going to close them. And there's a 1 bank, which clears the strain. Red doesn't have a strain anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Red doesn't have a strain.
Amazing. I never thought we'd get there.
The Reds is going to go ahead and take a target lock, feeling that he's probably pretty safe where he's at.
Yeah, I don't think any kind of reposition helps him here. He has access to pretty much everything he needs to.
Yeah. Takes it on Merle. Snap will be the next one to move. Snap moves too hard. Probably get a barrel roll here for next turn's sake. This might be a large, like, get it together round for people.
Mm-hmm.
And Snap will barrel roll. Gonna try to his left. No reason to link that, in my opinion. And yellow. I think yellow's in a pretty decent position. I wouldn't hate a barrel roll right, just to get a little more room to bank in on brown next turn, but
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think there's any shots this round.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about it now that he has less arcs. I think it's going to be kind of difficult for him to get guns on target just because of how these A-wings can move,
Right.
and based on where the X-wings are on the board. Like if Brown's smart here, he can get out of pretty much everyone's arc. Though this is where Snap is really good, right? Because you can do a boost or a barrel reposition and still have a mod.
Yeah. That said, Brown's in a bit of trouble. Like, being stressed opens up 3 banks, up to a 5 forward, and 2 hards.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you go with Brown here?
That's what I've been thinking. I mean, you have a lot of options. The most obvious play is probably 5 forward, because that would.
I don't think that's good enough. I think that is. I think maybe you try to take Snap head on here.
Yeah.
2 hard and then boost, or 3 bank and boost.
My reasoning for a 5 forward would be it basically all but eliminates Snap being able to shoot you. And you could potentially, like, if the black squad went slow, you could potentially get red. If red went slow, you could get a block on him, so you'd only be facing yellow. The other option would be like a 3 bank to the left and just like focus boost away, because that would get you enough distance, but it wouldn't get you a shot. So I don't know. I think my inclination would be 5 forward. So see what it does here. Rotate boost probably here.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't rotate last turn. I guess he wanted to get the extra angle. Focus boost, but his arcs. Oh, maybe his arc's the wrong way though.
If he does have a range 2 shot, he can use Snapshot as an attack, but
Yep, that's true. What's Brown doing? Okay. So maybe a focus
I
boost.
focus boost 100%.
Yep.
You have a solid chance of bumping Temin, and I'm not afraid of going 1-on-1 with Temin, and I think it's going to be extremely lucky if red gets a shot.
Man, does a 1 straight fit though?
I was just thinking that. That's so close.
Yeah, that's. Oops. Yep. Not good. See, that's not good. And the thing is, if yellow probably went slow, right? Yellow probably went a 1 straight or maybe a 1 bank, and so you're gonna get shot by 2 guys, and that's why I don't like that play.
So Temin moves his lock.
Going for the range 1 banger here. Oof. Yeah, this is
Oh,
bad.
red. What a move. That's a great call, really.
Yep. And the 5 straight would have blocked that as well. I'm just going to continue talking about how the 5 straight was correct.
So yellow was the hedge against the 5 straight,
Yes.
and then he called it.
But even then, like, that's not that great. It's only 1 shot, you know?
Yeah.
There's a boost. So that gets him a little bit more range on yellow. But again, yellow's arc's the wrong way. So
Yeah. So engagement phase now. Red. Snap. Opens up foils. Gets a calc. Well, if Brown lives through this, he deserves to live forever.
that's right. He was all but forgotten only 2 turns ago. And now
4
he's,
dice with a calc and a target lock from red into brown. Good luck, Brown. I see. I spend it on 1 here. Rebel Mav, there's 4 rounds Swiss, 2 rounds of cut. So 6 rounds total, and this is round 3. Spends it. Hit crit. Here's the first roll. Oh,
Oof. Boy. Man, those heroics, though. Telling you. Yeah, you know, you hate to see it.
and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the only shot this round with 8.5 minutes left.
So now at this point, I think there's probably not a route back here for the A-Wings.
Yeah. We've
it's-
got a 48-point lead for Tristan. And that's exactly 1 X-Wing. But Black Squadron has already been half, so you need to get halves on 2 more.
Yeah, and Merle's at 1.
Yeah, Merle's sitting at 1.
So that's
And
not
Yellow's
good.
sitting 1 away from half.
Yeah. And the other, and Blue's also at 1.
The Vasty, thank you so much for the follow. Tom asks who is casting today. I don't know what he means about that, but I think it might be. He's asking what's that mystery voice in the air, and it's the candid clarinetist.
Yeah, if you guys want to drop my channel a follow, I would appreciate it. I stream X-Wing 3 times a week on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sunday nights. Yeah, I would love to have you guys hang out. It's a good time. And if you're not following the Nickel City X-Wing stream, go ahead and give them a follow. And if you like the content, if you think Greg's entertaining, which I don't know who would ever think that he's entertaining, but you know, if you do,
Yeah, it's not
maybe
true. Not true.
hit
Greg's not.
hit that subscribe button.
You're an Indiana boy, right?
Well, I live there. I'm not from there.
There's a distinction. I get it. I got you. I'm with it. I'm hip. I'm cool.
I'm from the way better northern Illinois, Chicago suburbs. You know,
Yeah.
the incredibly distinct. You know, we're filled with strip malls and brown buildings up there.
Did you go to Indiana for the music, or what brought you to Indiana?
No, I went to Northwestern for school, and then I came here because that's where I got my job. So, yeah, when you audition for orchestras, you don't really get to choose where you are. It's just whoever has an opening, and you audition, and if you get it, you move there. So that's where I am.
Is it like a mass audition?
Oh yeah,
And all
yeah.
these orchestras are there. It's not like a specific orchestra. It's like we need a clarinetist
No, that's exactly what it is. So like, and so we have tenured positions. So like, there's 3 clarinetists in my orchestra, and so the last guy, the guy who had a job before me, you know, he was in the orchestra for 40 years. So there wasn't an opening in this orchestra for 40 years. So then when there's an opening, they advertise it. You know, a couple hundred people come, and whoever the winner is, you know, you get a job there and you move there. So.
Damn, dude.
Yep.
So you beat out 4,000 people for that clarinet job.
Not 4,000, but there were a couple hundred applicants. Yeah. It's hard to get a job, but once you do, it's great.
And I'm assuming they just have you play like hot cross buns or something, right?
Exactly that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Is it like I auditioned a lot in Los Angeles when I lived there? Is it like that where you have to like slate and be like, Greg Cashmanian, I'm willing to shave?
What?
So like you slate, right?
What does slate mean? Are you an actor?
When I was in Los Angeles doing the acting thing, yes. But like, so before you do the actual audition, you're like, you stand like front to camera and you're like, Greg Cashmanian, and then they're like, are you willing to shave? And you say yes, because who would say no?
It's actually a completely dehumanizing process. You audition blind, so the committee members don't know who you are. You're referred to by like number. So you go on stage and there's a screen, so they can't see you or know who you are ahead of time. So the people who hired me didn't know who I was until they chose me as the winner.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just go and you play, and they decide if they like you, and then, you know, that's how it goes. So it's a pretty crazy process.
Hit crit. That's gonna go through. That's on red. It's a wounded pilot. Isn't that cool though, a little bit? Because like, it's based solely on your ability. Like they can't be like, I don't like his look.
Yep, it's the best way to do it. It's the worst best way to do it, basically.
Fair enough. I like
But
that.
when they started doing it, you know, they got more, you know, more females were hired in orchestras. Because before it was just like, you know, come up to my hotel room and meet the conductor, and if he likes you, he'll hire you. You know, a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. So now there's more, you know, there's more diversity and women and all that stuff. So that's all great. And, you know, and there's no bias. So, you know, if you studied with a certain teacher, they're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to hire my student. It's just based on your abilities. So.
Unless you arrange for a secret F sharp to be played at a specific time in the composition so the teacher knows it's you.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what I did, of course.
Smart. All right, here we go. Only 2.5 minutes left, so you gotta get on your horse here.
Yeah, I wonder if you just continue to like kind of run with Snap and the red one. Like I wouldn't mind like a 3 hard to the right from red and a 3 hard to the left from Snap. Just kind of like try to get out of the way.
Right.
Because yellow can maybe come in and poke some damage in and just kind of ice the game.
So this has gotta be a focus boost. That'll finally clear blue stress. He'll probably do the same thing.
Nice. Let's hope red didn't too hard to the left. Otherwise, he's taking lots of snapshots.
Yeah, that's if he remembers though. That's the other thing.
Yeah, we forgot earlier in the game.
Spike Siegel says, clarinetists take note. This music is fire. I'm assuming referring to Pretzel Rocks' epic playlist.
See, I would take note, but I actually don't have the music on, so I don't know what the music is. I'll have to tune in after I'm done casting.
Foils are closing, and looks like we're getting the Talon. But I don't think we're going to get another round here, which is what he needs.
Yeah, it's probably going to be curtains here.
4K from red, and a foil close. Yellow with the one bank.
Yep. Not gonna lie, I like the aggression from the T70s. Say, fuck
He
it.
started the game aggressive.
Yeah.
If you're going to start, you might as well go it.
We're doing it live.
Has? And there goes the time buzzer. So this is the last round. And yellow will take a lock on his counterpart yellow. I don't see any way for the A-Wings to do what needs to be done here.
Well, they need to get half on two of them.
Yeah.
I think it's mathematically, he'd need to do two
snap?
to red and two to snap.
Yeah. 2 to red, 2 to snap in 3 shots, and I don't think blue has snap in range.
Yeah. Again, more aggression here. Taking the calculates, that's risky.
Here's snap. Range 3 into yellow. Unobstructed. Tom says, but what if you believe really hard? Well, where there's a will, there's a way. Snap, 2. 2 hits for snap. You want to see those evades right now. And you get them. Red now. Yellow, range 3. Natty's out. 2 hits and a crit. Yellow. You're going to have to spend 1, and that gives up half points, and now it is physically, actually, literally impossible to win this game.
Yep.
Range 2 now. 3 versus 3. As I calculate. Gonna spend the lock. Rolls both. Got punished for it, but for the love of God, just roll 1 in that situation. And 2 evades. Now the A-Wings get to leave with a parting gift. Has range 3 on the yellow. Gets the troll roll. Can only spend for 1. Nothing else to really do about it. Natty evades. So this is going to be a 2 versus 2 shot onto red.
Let's see if we can take an X-Wing with him.
Probably not.
Nope.
Does have to calculate. And the last shot, last chance to lose your keys. And it doesn't have any mods. That is it. Good game. G to G. I have the score as Tristan 140, Patrick 72. All right, everybody. If you haven't followed the Candid Clarinetist, please do so. Thank you so much for joining me for this game. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having me, Greg. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with round 4, the last round of Swiss, fairly soon. Stick around, everybody.